Today, everything is starting to move closer and closer to becoming a subscription service. Today, most people don't own anything anymore. Rather, they pay a perpetual subscription for their items. Think of it like this. Only a few years ago, if you bought something, you would own it. In the exact definition of that word, you would own whatever you would purchase physically. Even for software companies, most notably, Microsoft and Adobe would send you a disk which contained their digital product which you would install. You owned that product, both digitally and physically. Updates would generally be free, and you could rest easy knowing that there wouldn't be many secret fees you'd have to pay. During those times, if you bought a physical product, like a fridge, you would own that product. If it broke, you would have to fix it. If you had a smartphone in 2006 and it broke, then you would be able to easily fix it yourself or take it to a store which someone would fix it for you. Nowadays, with certain companies owning monopolies on their devices, especially phones, they could do whatever they want with them, including not letting their customers fix it. If you were to walk into a store now and get your phone screen fixed, they would either charge you an outrageous amount of money to get it fixed, or what they would usually do is gouge you out of even more money and make you want to upgrade to a newer phone, even though your current one still works perfectly fine. Before, Blockbuster used to sell DVDs and CDs to customers physically, and they would be able to own that copy of the movie or song and be able to do whatever they want with it. Netflix was an emerging company that allowed you to add certain movies to your queue, at which point they would send you a physical copy of that movie that you ordered on a consistent basis. What made Netflix stick out is that it was a subscription service, meaning you would pay them several times perpetually and they would continue on delivering their service. Due to this consistency, Blockbuster eventually went out of business, and now they remain a figment of our imaginations. During that time, more and more companies began following suit. They changed their business model into a subscription service. At this point, Netflix changed their model to be that of a streaming service in which you would pay their subscription and you get to watch almost whatever you wanted. Yet, you never truly owned anything. If anything, you were renting out all of these movies and shows. Adobe later changed their business model to be that of a digital marketplace of sorts. You would pay their main subscription or a separate subscription for whatever product you wanted, and you would have to download that product from Adobe straight on your computer. You no longer got discs that you could do whatever you wanted to, but digital tokens that you don't own. It became overpriced, and you're not even physical at that. Not only this, but they would also sometimes charge you money to even update certain softwares that they offered. Obviously, the only way that this could stop is for people to actually do something about it. In the case of select technology companies, notably Apple, there have been many bills proposed that restrict and limit what they could do as a company for their customers. These bills are taking effect in a lot of other countries in which people are being sick of being controlled. The more libertarian-leaning people would call this government intervention and unconstitutional. The point of this all is that people certainly do have a right to own what they own. People should not be forced to pay extra, sometimes even more than the original price, to get something fixed because of a company. There has to be more regulation on big tech companies throughout all of this, mainly the big three, Apple, Twitter, and Google. Not only would they take pleasure in banning dissenting opinions, but they would also control what you watch, what you listen to, and what you hear on the media, along with the financial decisions you make when buying their products. Stand up to these companies before it's too late. I'm Pablo with Fuze. Comment your thoughts, subscribe, and we'll see you in the next episode.